Hey y'all, it's Jasmine. How you doing? I can never be serious, but anyways, so today I am starting my TikTok series and I wanted to share with you guys the beginning aspect of me failing pretty much because I started doing TikTok in June. I created one account and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just create a whole other account, mainly because I created my TikTok in mind with the concept of, okay, I'ma just get the feel of it, get the vibes of it. I did it for like, I think a week and a half, made another new account, then I started posting regularly. Now, I wanna say my goal was to do 3 videos a day, and I wanna say I did it for 2 weeks, if that. I'll put on the screen how many videos I have up at the time or what I did within that time span of those 2 weeks, because I definitely dropped the ball. I definitely dropped off. Life started lifing and I didn't continue posting, right? So I'm starting this new series where I actually go into posting consistently. These are the goals. I'm gonna just tell y'all what my goals are. I want to do TikTok as another form of revenue first and foremost because I do YouTube. That's my main thing right now. I am going to be starting a website soon, a new website. Let me know if y'all want me to take y'all on that journey as well, because when I had my other website, I do think that so many people don't realize that having a blog or having a website can be a great way to work with brands, can be a great way to get free stuff, can be a great way to have something that you actually own versus being reliant on these platforms in the event that they delete your content. That actually happened to me last year where YouTube deleted my entire channel. I was able to get it back. Very traumatic experience. If y'all want to watch it, y'all can. In my opinion, I do think it's good to have either a website or email list. Just saying, because you just never know, especially with how TikTok is fickle. They keep talking about they gonna get rid of it. They not. It's just good to be able to have another outlet to connect with your audience as well as another way to make money. Now, when it comes to TikTok, I wanted to use it for multiple reasons. Firstly, I want to reach 1K. I would like to reach 1K to get a part of the TikTok affiliate program that they have, because I see a lot of people making money on it. I'm already an affiliate of multiple platforms right now, but I was like, ooh, that would be something for me to tap into potentially. Who knows? I also wanted to reach 1K on TikTok because there are a lot of, I guess, influencer platforms that will give you connects to work with brands, potentially give you free stuff like that. And then the other reason is because I'm kind of debating, I don't know how I feel about it just yet, but I would really like to get into UGC, which is user generated content, be able to potentially make money from that. So we just experimenting right now to see some other ways to make extra income. I also wanted to do this as another way to connect with brands, to get PR, stuff like that. So that is the goal. And in this video, I'm just going to talk about some of the stuff I learned within me actually doing my old TikTok account, I believe, within the first 7 days, because I did learn a variety of different information within me posting on TikTok, engaging on TikTok. I will say TikTok is a platform that I feel like you do need to engage on in order to grow to a certain degree. Depending, there are biases. For example, if you are very pretty or very attractive, a certain type of attractive, a certain type of demographic, I do feel like sometimes it can be much easier for you to grow in comparison to other people where you have to provide some sort of quality, some sort of entertainment, something. I'm about to go over some of the stuff I learned, and make sure y'all check out the series. You know, this is going to be a continuation. I know so far for my series, I am going to do my development of everything that I have planned, my thought process. I'm gonna take y'all behind the scenes with me creating content, stuff like that, and you know, hopefully your girl grows. Originally, I was planning on sharing this with you guys after the fact of me doing it, but I was like, no, it would be better just for me to take y'all along the process of me doing it, as well as it will hold me accountable because I'm going to be updating this series weekly. So yeah, but let's jump into what I learned the first 7 days of being on TikTok. I got my notebook here. This is featured in my Ross haul if y'all want to check that video out. But anyways, so firstly, it is a lot of misinformation out there on TikTok. Bad advice when it comes to growing. When I tell you, I was consuming a lot of TikTok growth content. It was just a a lot of bad information. People are talking about deleting TikToks and reposting them, and I get it, but I don't think people understand that when you delete a TikTok and repost it, you need to change it in some way. Something happens where TikTok potentially might not push it out, and then there's also the factor that sometimes your videos can grow over time. Sure, the views may be low originally, but over time they can increase. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize it. They just want that instant gratification right then and there, and it's like, no, be patient. People are talking about engage from the bottom up. I still don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but a lot of people were saying this, and to me it was just given, okay, the reason why your videos are doing well is because you're telling people to engage on them, and they think, oh, you know, it's gonna help me. It's like, no, you're just helping the creator, and they're misleading you, is what it gives. There was a lot of, and there still is, people making these videos where they're telling people, type in my comments, I wanna go viral now, so you can tell the TikTok algorithm that you wanna go viral. Babe, the reason why your video doing so well is because you telling people and lying to people and making it seem like if they engage with this video that they're gonna get some success from it. It's like, no, this helping you get into the algorithm. It's just so many scammers out there, man. It is so crazy because everybody wants a piece of the pie. Everybody wants some sort of success within making money. Everybody wants to be an influencer or content creator. But it's very misleading to tell people this information and they expected something from it, and it doesn't go the way that they think it is. There are a lot of trends. In June, there was this trend where it was like, I'm Delulu, help me reach 1K subscribers or 10K subscribers by the end of the week and stuff like that, right? And a lot of people would pop off of those little follow trades. And I wanted to do it so bad, but I thought about it and I was like, if I do this follow train, these are not going to be my right audience. It's just like on YouTube when people talk about doing sub for sub. If somebody follows you and they're not actually interested in any of your content for real, they probably won't watch your videos. That could be harmful to your content because it's like, if they're not engaging with you, interacting with you, not watching your videos all the way through, what's the point of them following you? And a lot of people are doing these follow trains, and what ends up happening is let's say you do get 10K followers, right? And you want to be a part of, what is it called? The TikTok Creator Fund or something like that, where it's like you got to post 1-minute videos and people need to watch for a certain amount of time in order for you to make money. Let's say people reach the 10K by doing the follow trains, and then they get into the creator fund, and then they start posting these videos, and now they're mad on TikTok making videos about how people not watching them, people not supporting them, and it's like, I wonder why. Maybe you should have thought about doing these follow trains because people not really into you for real. They not liking you for real because of your personality. They only followed you for a follow. They don't even know you. They're not connected with you. They probably wasn't interacting with your content all this time. It's definitely hindering. It's like, sure, you reach this point, but what is the true benefit if you can't really connect with people, actually get people to buy things or interested in what you're talking about, you know? So I did learn how to edit videos in a TikTok app. When I tell you, transformative. I've even recorded videos on a TikTok app for my YouTube channel and then edited them in the app, downloaded the videos, and then posted them on here. I've been liking that. I'm not gonna lie. So for example, and I don't know if this is gonna have any impact into how I do this, because I know a lot of people say when you don't post on TikTok for a period of time, you're kind of out of their algorithm. Well, in my case, I was still recording videos in the app, I just wasn't posting them. I was still engaging on the app, following people and engaging with people, which to my surprise, people were still following me, and I was still getting traction on my videos, even though I have not posted a video in literally, I think, a month and 2 days or something like that at this point at the time that I'm recording this video. But yeah, I was still recording videos in the app, and I posted some of them because, so TikTok is basically like you can make a video in the app, record it, edit it, and post it, and then it's this feature they have where it's like, okay, save to device, and that's what I always do whenever I create something. I save it to my device, and then normally I will save it in my external hard drive, because I always recommend, if you do any type of content, do not delete your videos. I know people think, okay, once I've created a video, I'm gonna just post it, delete it. No. Back up your videos, because again, you just never know when a video could get deleted. Somebody could hack your account. You just never know. So it's very, very good to back up your content, okay? I was still making videos. Over the past month, I've made a variety of videos where I created them in TikTok, saved them, downloaded to my device. Can't talk. I would delete them off TikTok because I didn't want those videos on TikTok because they were kind of long. Also, I wanted to reverse them because I noticed that TikTok wouldn't let me reverse videos for some reason. Like, for example, let me find something that has some writing y'all can see. Like, for example, this is some of my favorite stuff. So right now, I don't know if it's reversed by the time that I actually edit this video, but the writing would be reversed where you can't really tell what this is. And then you can, in other apps, I will go to another app after I download the video and reverse it, flip it, so that I can actually read it so it actually makes sense. Because that's kind of a pet peeve of mine when it comes to TikToks. Not necessarily YouTube videos, but yeah, I kind of don't like when people have products. The product is reversed where you can't read exactly what it is because the writing is reversed. But I always try to flip my video so that people can read whatever it is I'm talking about. But anyways, that's beside the point. I don't really know if TikTok still included me in their algorithm because I was still posting. I was just deleting content as I was posting it and uploading it on YouTube. So the other thing, people will share how they grew to 10K followers on TikTok, but they share tips on TikTok growth. It's almost like how there are some people on YouTube who will give you all this advice about growing a YouTube channel, but they have never grown a channel that's not talking about YouTube. I'll never forget, I remember it was this one girl that grew on YouTube, right? And she was talking about YouTube growth, which in my opinion, YouTube growth is one of the easiest things you can talk about where you're going to consistently get views because you're creating content that's supposed to help people. But the thing is, a lot of these people act like they know what they're talking about, but it's like, have you actually helped anybody else grow a YouTube channel before? No, you haven't. You're just basically stealing information from Google or from these other YouTube gurus that have actually been doing it for a decade plus. But it was this girl specifically where she started her channel, grew, and now she thinks she know what she's talking about, basically. Mind you, I saw that she had a vlog channel and it was not doing well. That's why I was just like, again, not to talk about people, but to also talk about people, because I don't like when people act like they know what they doing and you clearly see they don't. They just taking people money. And people believe it because they're like, oh, you're getting so many views, you must know what you're talking about. No, they're getting these information from the actual gurus like Roberto Blake or Nick Nimmin. They're getting the information from them. But I remember I had made a post because I was complaining on Threads about my YouTube channel. Somehow, I guess she found me and she was like, could I take a look at your channel to see what you're talking about? And I'm just like, girl, I already know your game. You're gonna try to scam me. You're gonna be like, oh, let me offer you some tips. Pay for my course. Please. And it's the same energy on TikTok where people will come out of nowhere just basically snatching other people's content about TikTok growth. They'll be sharing, not necessarily word for word, but in their own words, summarizing what somebody else said. This is how you're making your money. You don't really care about helping people for real. You're just talking. Talking about posts 30 times a day. Excuse me? That's another thing. A lot of people are getting on here talking about, oh, I post 30 times a day. This must be your full-time job, babe. Must be. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm about to be posting 30 times a day. Because that's not all going to be quality content. And it's leaving me to be very burnt out. The other thing is that I feel like there are a variety of bot accounts following me. And I guess that's just natural with any platform. where you're gonna get bots following you. I'm hoping over a period of time I will get more people that will actually be people, because whenever I can recognize somebody as a bot, normally I'll just block them because I ain't got time for it. I know I had some people enter my DMs talking about some scam energy. Blocked, because we not about to do this. I don't care if my following count go down. Listen, I want real people following me, okay? The other thing about TikTok is it is a lot of follow for follow, engage for engage energy over there, which can be appreciated. However, it is definitely tit for tat energy when you are just posting to post, in my opinion. I'm gonna be honest, when I was posting for those 7 days, it was definitely me posting to post just to get a feel of the algorithm, just to figure things out, learn how to use it, learn how to edit, stuff like that. But at the same time, do you actually like me for real? Or are you just trying to keep the same energy because you see that I interact with you? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just something to be said, because I'm also like, when people do that follow for follow energy, I'm like, how many people are you actually engaging? Because it's been some women I've came across where I could tell their account was follow for follow, because they would have like 3,500 people they follow and then about 3,600 people that follow them or something like that, you know? Are you engaging with all these people that are posting when they respond to you, or what's going on? That's a lot of people that you have to do tit for tat energy with, you know? I want to be in a boat where, don't get me wrong, if people from YouTube follow me, that would be one thing, because I'm like, for the most part, a lot of you guys I do have a connection with, some sort of bond with, where I've interacted with you guys multiple times. But it's another thing to be on TikTok and there's a follow for follow energy. I'm not gonna lie, I do be following for following sometimes if I know somebody is going to actually engage, but at the same time, thinking about it out loud, it's kind of like, will this be hindering for me? Will this actually get me what I need to work with brands? Will people actually, if I talk about products, will people actually be interested in those products? Or is it gonna be, oh, I'm just giving you a heart and a comment just to support you? It's not that I'm interested, it's just that we doing this tit for tat thing, you know? I don't know if I'm gonna do a video about this, but people do a lot of oversharing on TikTok, and I feel like that could be very dangerous. I'm gonna just say that could be very dangerous. You know, there have been a lot of situations where people would overshare and get in trouble with their job, get in trouble with managers, employees at work, personal life, oversharing relationship information, where friendships end, where living situations become conflicting, where family members get into it, as well as issues in the relationships of courting and significant others and such. In my opinion, you shouldn't be sharing anything like that unless you plan on ending it, okay? Not everything is content. So many people say it, they'll be like, everything is content. But does everything need to be content, babe? That's the real question you need to ask yourself, okay? Does everything need to be content? Because mental health wise, emotional health wise, spiritual health wise, physical health wise, you do need to be mindful of the stuff that you share to the outside world, because some stuff you share could be misconstrued. Some stuff you share may just be from your perspective and may not be correct. Hate to say it. You know, I just think you have to be very mindful of how things can impact your life, because I've seen many of people over the course of me being on TikTok in general, from being a viewer to actually creating content. I've seen so many freaking people get into situations, they'll blame other people like it's their fault. You shouldn't have opened your mouth when that situation happened. I can understand telling story times about stuff later, months later, maybe even years later, but right when it's happening, no. But anyways, that has been my journey of 7 days on TikTok. Let me know y'all thoughts down below. You know, how do y'all like the TikTok platform? Did y'all ever find success with TikTok? Have y'all ever been able to work with brands, get free stuff, free product? Have you been a TikTok shop affiliate on the Creator Fund? Let me know in the comments, because it's always interesting to learn other people's perspectives of how TikTok impacted them, how it affected them. Did it help you in any way? But make sure you guys check out my TikTok series. New videos will be coming out every single week. But I'll be seeing you guys again soon. Stay blessed, stay positive. Bye.